Thanks for joining me. Today I'll be giving a brief overview of gloPM, gloStream's practice management system. Now in this system, users can track patient demographics, their name, their address, their insurance, all the information specific to a patient, schedule appointments, record billing information about the procedures that were performed during those appointments, send that information out to insurance and other payers, receive those payments and track that, and report out on the financial health of the practice. Before I dive into some of the features and functionality of the system, I want to give a quick overview of some of our design principles in putting this together. What you see in front of you now is our dashboard, and what should jump out at you is that it's a familiar look and feel. Those users who use Microsoft products or who use Microsoft Outlook have often commented that this is very familiar and comfortable for them. We've labeled buttons very clearly across the top that get the most use. So to enter a new patient, users click on the new patient button. Similar with modify a patient or scanning patient information. This is done very purposely to speed up the use and to speed up the learning cycle as new people come into a practice and start new jobs. Diving in a little bit more to some of our specific functionality, with this general search box checked, you can very quickly find any patient in the practice. This list here are all the patients that are in the practice, but if you just start typing, with general search, it's looking in first name, last name, street address, anywhere where those characters are found. So we've got the people that came up below here. This gentleman because YA is in his first name, same with the one below him. And this patient because YA is in his last name. Now as soon as I do just one single click on that patient, the rest of the screen is updated to show that patient's specific demographic information. So down here we've got his address, his date of birth, his gender, his phone numbers, both home and mobile, email address, and other pertinent information. Now to the right of that, you'd see the image of his driver's license, both front and back, and his insurance card, both front and back. And what's even more exciting about keeping those images just real handy here is the functionality that our system has to bring in that demographic information automatically off the cards. When this card is scanned, the demographic information about his address, his name, the card number automatically goes in. This holds true for both driver's licenses from all 50 states, as well as insurance cards carrying in the group numbers and the policy numbers. Saves practices a ton of time in entering this information and really cuts down on the errors from data entry. Down here below, what you see are more, again, specific to this patient, his insurance. We store primary, secondary, we can store tertiary. We can have multiple primaries if one's going to expire at the end of the year and the next one's going to kick in at the beginning of the year. The system will automatically handle that. And you see here under insurance, we're tracking what the copay is for this insurance and his coverage percentages, as well as the group and policy numbers. Another nice feature from insurance is you can actually do an eligibility check to make sure this insurance is still live. Nobody likes to be surprised by submitting claims after treatment's been given and finding out that the insurance is no longer valid. So we've built in functionality where you can check out and make sure that there's eligibility there. You can also do prior authorization as well under the same screen. This Appointments tab shows all the patient's appointments, both past and future. This is the quick answer to the question, the call that comes into practices often about, hey, when is my next appointment? Referral tracks referring physicians. Billing is a quick summary of billable events that have happened with this patient in the practice. And balance is a quick summary of any bills and balance that is still due. Up in the upper left, see a combination of automatically generated alerts. So when the patient was last seen, their balances, both from any insurances as well as self-pay would show up here if he had a self-pay balance. And then this section under alerts just gives the practice the freedom to type in any sort of free text they want. So for the examples I've given here, it said confirm his address, see new insurance information. So these types of things can be entered in and stored right up there. Other functionality that's important on this dashboard, we give the users ability to change this as they want. This is a per user setting. They could change how wide they want something, how many patients they want to show in this area, or even take a whole section and say they wanted patient details to be up here. This is customizable by users. It's stored between sessions, so next time you log in, it maintains that look and feel. And it's easily restored by just going back to saying restore dashboard settings. So what I've shown here is just a quick overview of this dashboard. Very easy to use, very comfortable look and feel, and very quick access to information. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the gloPM dashboard.